Good morning, friends. Happy Friday. I apologize if I seem kind of tired. I am. I didn't sleep very good last night. And the weather's changing, so I'm dealing with one of my headaches that I get when the weather changes. There's rain moving in the area this weekend. It doesn't look like any for our city, but where our church is at, on Sunday, there's an 80% chance of rain, so coffee time, friends. Coffee time. A must. I am drinking a K-cup that's brown sugar something or another from Starbucks. I don't know. It's really good. It's really, really good. Yeah, so I didn't sleep real good last night. If you watched my video from Tuesday where I took a walk, around the harbor just to kind of clear my head, and I said that I had a lot of decisions to make about my mom. Well, yesterday was a pretty stressful day early on. And just as I was going in my room to lay down and relax, my phone rang, and it was my aunt. And there was nothing that she would have been calling me about because we had communicated everything else through email. And so I thought we were set. And then I pick up the phone, and she had just gotten home to 2 missed calls from our local hospital there in my hometown. Apparently my mom fell yesterday. Like, fell face down. She was going to step up on a curb. She was taking herself out to breakfast and went to go step up on a curb, which we've told her don't do because of the arthritis in the knees. She did it, and we don't know, for whatever reason, she just cannot do curbs. And when she went to go step up on the curb, she went face down. I cut her above her eye, all open, and I guess just 2 inches lower it would have been her eye, and she would have probably lost her eye. So, you know, the breakfast place was pretty busy, so somebody came out right away to help her, call the ambulance. My aunt went after she got home and took her some food because, well, she didn't get to go grocery shopping yesterday or get her breakfast, obviously. And of course, my mom, being my mom, was just worried about not eating. She hadn't eaten all day. Didn't bother her that she cut her head wide open. So, yeah, I didn't sleep too good last night. So, tomorrow is a family reunion that my mom is attending. So I've got to call my mom in a couple of hours here and remind her about that. And I'm so thankful for that lady that came out of the cafe yesterday, and then the people at the hospital took such good care of her too, my aunt was telling me. So, if you could just be in prayer with me. We have a lot of decisions to make. So, anyways. Yeah, sorry. It's my mom, you know? So anyhow, okay, so what has been on my hook? Clear my eyes here, I can't see. Okay. So I took a break on the shawl. And I have really, really been wanting to make the hanging plants. You know, the kind that will live forever if you take care of them, right? Not the ones that you plant outside and then if you forget to water them, oops, they wilt. Yeah, I don't have a real great green thumb. I've had pretty good luck with my succulents, but that's about all I've had good luck with. So I've been searching the YouTube streets 4 videos on how to make these hanging plants. I have patterns for them, like written patterns, and everything confused the heck out of my brain. I'm just like, what are you talking about? Then I came across this YouTube channel called Vibrant Knots, Knots. And her videos just clicked with me instantly. They're short, they're simple, and they're to the point. I'm like, I can do that. That is super easy. So I started last night making the string of pearls and the curly cutie crochet plant. So the curly cutie crochet plants are just what I've already been making. Yeah. I just realized my lighting is really bad this morning. I've got both my desk lights on and the patio door. Well, whatever. Anyways, hopefully you guys can see this. So this is the first one of the curly cutie crochet plant. I think there's supposed to be 4 of these of different sizes. So this one I chained 35. And it's the same concept as I showed you when I made the curly cues for another project, where it's just you chain them starting in the second chain from the hook, 3 single crochets in each chain down, and then you get this. So I made that last night. I'm using Christmas yarn because I'm thinking ahead here. I got 2 of the string of pearls done. Now for each one of these plants, I think you're supposed to have, I'm looking at her video on my screen on my computer here, and it looks like a bunch of them, which they're easy to make. It doesn't matter. Make them different sizes. So here's the first one, and then here's the second one I made. Both of them are different. If you look, they're both different lengths because you don't want them to be around the same length if you can help it. So this one's this one here is a chain 6 in between, and this one's a chain 8 in between. So you want to try and vary it a little bit as far as length on those ones. And then I made my first dirt. It's literally just a circle, but this is the dirt that will go on top of the pot when you make them. Hold on one second, I'll show you the other yarn I'm going to use. Alright, sorry about that. I had to grab some yarn from behind me here. So for 2 of the pots, I'm going to do a yellow and a pink. Now if you remember last August, we went to Washington, and I went to a thrift store and bought a big bag of just these little pom-pom type yarns. So that's what I'm working on. However, I'm not sure I really like this yarn because it reminds me a lot of that soft and silky yarn, and that stuff's hard to work with. So I made the dirt last night out of the brown pom-pom, and my yarn kept sliding off my hook. So I'll just keep trying it. We'll see. The string of pearls I made using Premier Just Yarn worsted from Dollar Tree in the color Moss. In her tutorial, she uses that green from Big Twist that I really like. And then for the little curly cutie crochet plant, I was using Premier Basic Multi in the color Mary. So yeah, and then I am using, there it is, I'm using the same hook I'm using for the shawl, the 5mm dots hook. So that's what's on my hook this weekend. I'm going to work on playing with the plants, getting those done. I'm hoping to get at least 1 done. She has another one on here that I really, really cannot wait to try, but I'm going to give myself some more time on that one. Because she said it is about a 2 to 3 hour process on that one. Is the String of Hearts crochet hanging plant. So that's going to probably be for later on. And then she's got another one. It just says cute everlasting crochet plan. I haven't looked at that tutorial yet. Hobby Lobby's yarn is going to be on sale again next week, so I need to go and get some more brown yarn because, well, guess who doesn't have brown yarn? Yeah, me. I have just the tiny little bonbons, little skeins of them, like the mini makers. That's all I have. So I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby next week and get some brown yarn and maybe some kind of green multicolored yarn like what she uses in some of her tutorials. So that's going to have to be after we get back though, so probably like Thursday of next week. Yeah. But anyways, friends, I'm going to go. I just want to crank this video out. It's Friday. The weekend is here. We've made it. And again, if you can, just be saying a prayer for my mom, please. I can't imagine what she's going through. I cannot. You know, she's by herself. She's by herself. I'm way out here, 3,000 miles away. You don't know how bad I wanted to just jump in my car yesterday and just go see her and go hug her. And yeah. Anyways, all right, I'm going to go, friends. I love you all. God loves you. Be kind to one another and get crafty this weekend. All right? We'll see you again in the next video.